Hello, everyone. My name is Marion with DTM Real Talk Channel. It's the channel that you can tune into, have the ability to listen to the thoughts of others about topics all over the world that touch every one of our lives. Everybody goes through basically the same thing. There is nothing new under the sun. So if you're going through, someone else has already been there. Maybe you can find hope. Maybe it's a pathway that can set you on the right road just by tuning in. So DTM Real Talk, just keeping it real. And if you like it, like us at the bottom, subscribe, and let us know just how we helped you. Just keeping it real. Nothing but love. Good evening. It is DTM Real Talk again. We are so excited. At least I am excited. I got my baby girl. Y'all know I don't have no daughters. I be stealing them. Sabrina, welcome to DTM Real Talk. I thank you so much for wanting to share with us. Y'all, I haven't seen her in 3 years, right?
Yes.
Something like that. And I reached out to her on Facebook because I heard her sharing her story, a little bit of it, and it touched me so much. Anyway, I wanted you all to hear a little bit of who Sabrina was and is today and why. First of all, say hi to the people, girl.
Hello.
Hello, everyone. Now, Sabrina, tell them, how many children do you have?
Well, I have 10, but I'm raising 11.
Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that? Does she look like she have 10 children and raising 11? She doesn't look like she got 2 children. Well,
Right?
I tell you. By the way, I love your hair. I do love your hair. Did you do that?
I braided most of it. My cousin did one, and my daughter put it all in for me.
So you had everybody in your head, huh?
Everybody in my head. I went to Illinois the weekend to prepare for a women's conference in July. So
okay, it's beautiful.
Try to step up my game, look like something.
I hear you, baby. You looking like all that in a bag of chips, girl.
Right? Lord.
Yes. So let's talk a little bit about your childhood. Where were you born?
I was born in California.
Where are you? What part?
Oakland.
I did not know that.
Yep.
Yeah. So what about siblings? Talk to us about that. Siblings or family, mom, dad?
So I was born in California, but I grew up in Arkansas.
Okay.
My mom and my dad didn't marry. They were young parents. And so I had a stepfather, and my mom had 2 other boys.
Okay.
And then my dad, he married, and they have 2 kiddos.
Okay.
And then I have a brother,
Okay.
another son, and another daughter. So I got a few of us out there.
So you're used to big families.
But I'm the oldest though. So yeah, I'm the oldest.
Don't be telling nobody how old you are. Don't tell the people, they don't need to know. And so you are married. I met your beautiful husband.
I am happily married.
I got you. So, he probably listening. You better say that. Okay. So we grew up and we were born in California, grew up in Arkansas. And how did you meet your hubby?
Well,
you didn't know I was going to ask you that, did you? I didn't know I was going to ask you that either.
Lord help me, Jesus. So I met Mr. King at Walmart.
You kidding?
Met him at Walmart, and if he tell you the story, he would say, she was putting some stuff on the aisle, and she come through and asked me, did these pants make her butt look too big? That's what he would say.
That's what he would say.
All that. I do remember keeping my eye on that young fellow. And I do know the first time I talked with him, he told me he was married.
Uh-huh.
First night he called me, he told me he was married and him and his wife had been separated. And I never forget that feeling. It was like a numbness in my mouth. Like it was like, I don't know, my teeth tingling when he told me that. It was almost like my feelings was hurt, but that was like the first thing that came out of his mouth. So I couldn't have liked him that much to be feeling like that. I tell my kids that's how I know that he was designed for me, you know. But so that's how I met Mr. King. So
in Walmart.
Walmart.
Yeah. So it don't matter about the place. I got somebody out there for everybody. Could be in Walmart, right?
Yeah.
So tell us about your children. Let's talk about that. Your family life when y'all got married. So you got married. So tell us about that.
So, we got married. Look, it happened so fast because I have 21-year-olds here in December. So it just happened so fast. But I originally just birthed 7. I birthed 7, and then together we have guardianship of a few kiddos that we had dealings with our organization back in Arkansas.
Sure.
Okay. So together we've been raising the well, now 10, but for the longest it was like 9. He has a daughter from a previous relationship, and she just turned 21.
Wow.
So yeah, but she a big girl. She a big grown girl on her own. So we don't have to tend to her no more like that.
Wow. It's almost unbelievable to see you again, and you have 10 kiddos. I mean, you know, wow, that's truly remarkable. Tell us, how do you do that? I had 5, and it was pretty rough. But tell me, you have 10. How do you do that?
You know what? What's so funny about that is, to me, most days I'm not even doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I be feeling like I'm not doing it, you know?
Right.
But nobody but him, I'm telling you. It's
well.
But you know what? Like, I just thank God, like, that we're at the stage that we are now. Like, the kids are older. They can help out. Like, it's really like teamwork makes the dream work. It has to. And that's what I'm really learning. It sounds like I knew what I was talking about when I just said that. I'm learning this because for so long I was trying to do everything. You know, I just felt like that's what I'm supposed to do. And so I was wearing myself out. Wondering why I'm going off and throwing shoes every day. Well, throwing shoes don't mean I'm actually throwing the shoe. It's just saying some things, or, you know,
yeah, you were reaching out, sharing about your son and how you said a few words to him and how it made you feel. Share that. I want you to share that with the folks.
So yeah, so I have a Malachi.
Okay.
And Malachi definitely tries us. He's on the autism spectrum.
Okay.
But like the high, know everything. Like, and he's such a bright kid and know a little bit about everything. So he's working on YouTube channel, the Everything Guy. But he's such a talented kid, but he know how to push them buttons, and he does it so well. And again, we have been dealing with COVID for 2 weeks, 14 days in my house, where all of the adults were quarantined upstairs.
Okay.
So like, well, my oldest son, he was down there. That's the oldest he got downstairs to run the household. And so for 2 weeks, we was in quarantine, different rooms, having folks having to feed it. Then we was locked in the house because of the snow, the storm.
Yes, yes.
Time, this mama had it. And he just.
So you were at what we call your wit's end when Malachi kicked in.
I was there. We're doing online learning still.
Okay.
So from sun up to sundown, I'm something. I'm wearing some type of hat, extra hat. And this school stuff, I'm sending my kids back to school. I done sent 2 already. Crayon. I said, you know what? How they gonna be the light over here stuck in the house? All this training. They need to go be the light so somebody can see them. That's my truth, and I'm sticking to it, but they had to go.
So Malachi was driving you.
So yeah, and I didn't, and
Come
before
on, tell the people you did not respond right. That's what touched me about the story.
I did not respond. All I could think about was, for these past 3 days, me laying in this bed, trying to fight to get up so I can be the best I can be for you.
Yeah.
And here it is, I mustered up enough strength to get up, and you trying to take that from me?
Wow. Wow.
How dare you? Because you're having a bad day, you reach and you, who are you?
He pushed that button. You reliving that stuff right now. It's all right though. Okay.
So, you know,
Yeah.
what I try to show them is you don't outgrow issues and problems.
That's correct.
Because I'm mama and it looks this way, mama is going through things too. Mama got them same things in your head. Mom got them same things. She's dealing with them same issues, you know?
Yes, yes.
And so that's what I had to teach them.
Yes.
On top of, you get to have one chore. You get to have one chore. Yippee. Guess what mama got?
Yes.
On top of that same stuff you dealing with. So work that out, you know? So,
yeah. So you were going through.
Going through.
So tell me this. Okay. So Malachi pushed those buttons and drove you up the literal wall, had you in there cutting up real bad.
Real bad.
Had you in there crying. You had to get on Facebook and tell the world. So tell me, how did that make you feel after you thought about what you told him?
It tore me up.
Okay.
After, I mean, let me tell you, as soon as my lips closed to finish it, I was sick. I knew. And the whole the next hour, so I'm still looking at him. I'm doing little stuff to kind of like serve him.
Make yourself feel better. Because you done went off on your child. We do that. We do that.
On about a 2 to 5 hour walk with the boy. I need to post the pictures because I was like the walk. He had me out there. I was so tired. Trying to, and I just let him walk, and he talked and he showed his stuff and see.
How old is he?
He's 17.
He's 17. Okay.
He's 17, but yeah, he's 17.
So you've been raising an artistic child from what age to now?
10.
From 10 to
Now.
wow. I applaud you, girl.
We just got the diagnosis since we've been here in Texas.
Oh wow.
Like 8th grade.
So you didn't know. You didn't know.
I didn't.
Wow. So did you think he was just an unruly child or just what?
No, I never thought that. And that's what breaks my heart, because the other kids say I'm always soft on him and his baby sister. So both of them have some little, so they always say I'm soft on them, So I never ever thought he was an unruly kid, because he's not that.
Right.
He's not that at all. He's a really great kid, but,
right.
but I always knew it was something. I just didn't know. You don't know.
So is it safe to say that Malachi was your growth child, one of your growth children?
Yes.
Malachi has been making you grow, causing you to grow. No pain, no gain, no guts, no glory.
You know what? You just helped me. You shine right. Okay, Lord.
No pain, no gain, no guts, no glory, baby.
Wow.
Yeah. So I'm glad you came to share this, because there's probably a lot of people out there. I don't know who has 10 children, but I don't know. Maybe there's some folks out there that have 1 or 2 that's pulling their hair out, and they can take a look at you and say, wow, I still got my hair.
Yeah.
So it's only by God's grace that you were able to do it. So I'm thankful that you shared your story. Is it anything else you would like to share with the good folks before you take us into next week? Because I know you got something going on you want to share with us next week. Am I putting you on the spot?
You're on the spot.
That's perfectly okay. So talk to us about, okay, that's one child and he's 17. So talk to us about answer this question. How do you deal with, every one of our children are different, correct?
Correct.
So you can't treat them all the same way, because they all have specific needs. So tell me, how do you deal with each one of your children's needs or attention to each one of them? How do you deal with that, having 10?
So let me tell you about one of the oldest twins.
Okay.
Mikhail. Both my boys went to OPSU to play football. They had a scholarship, and they came home for the break, and only one went back.
Okay.
One that went back was the kid that they deemed having a learning disability.
Okay.
And he went back and he made straight A's that semester.
Wow.
And he played football. It was extremely hard for him not to be able to physically play.
Okay.
He was on the team. He got there for the scholarship and all that stuff, but because of the whatever, he wasn't able to play it. So they kind of, dampened his spirits.
Right. Okay.
So the other boy said, well, I'm not going back. But he was like, nah, he said, I want to play football. So I'm going to do whatever it takes. Mm-hmm. Which means he's going to have to go to school. Mm-hmm. He got ready. We sent the boy back to school. We drove him 8 hours from here. Drove the boy 8 hours there. And found out that his scholarship was only $300.
Okay.
Only $300. And so this was on a Wednesday, and they called and wanted like $8,900 that Friday, or he needed to be picked up that Saturday.
Okay.
And so I immediately like, well, hold on, let's call the coach. I need to know why we didn't know this was $300 scholarship, And I was really, really nice, so kids gave us his number. I called. Long story short, by the time I got through talking with that coach was like, you know what? He said, Miss King, he said, I've been coaching for about over 30 something years, 39 years. He said, I haven't spoken to a parent as pleasant as you. He said, I tell you what, I'm going to give everything you asked for. Because I went on there, I was like, listen, can you give him the little $300 his brother not coming back to? You know what I'm saying? And can you, so he said, I'm going to give you what you asked for. And if his grades are what you say they are, I'll get you some more. By the time we got done with this whole little situation, they owed him, they was giving him $300 and some dollars.
Wow.
His pocket. They covered the whole thing.
Wow. Wow.
The whole thing.
Wow. Tell me who has the last say. Yeah.
And so with that son has been able to see God moving in his life these past several years. Wow. And and to see this, and for him to be able to speak these, and he understands that, blows my mind.
Wow.
I'm so excited because he know God for himself.
Right.
He's seen the work.
Right. 2 different kids. So the other one is home.
The other one is home. The other one is home and he's working.
That's good. And the college wasn't for him. Yeah, that's all.
He wants to go into construction. And so he said he found a school that he can get his stuff. And that's what he's been praying about.
Very good.
So
very good.
That's what I encourage all my kids. What is it that burns in your heart? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so he wants to do that.
Very good. Very good. And each child is different. Like I said, I mean, I had 5 and all of them are different. And every one of them can tell you right now, that I told them, I actually 2 went to private school, 3, I'm sorry. I asked them at the time, did you want to go to private school? Because I needed them to go, because of the situation that I was in. And 3 went to private school and the other said, no, I don't want to go, Mom. I said, well, whatever you do, be the best of it. Be the best. And that was the 2 that didn't want to go. So yeah, each child is different and has to be dealt with differently because they all have different personalities and they all have different needs. So I applaud you, young lady. It's been a plum pleasing pleasure to hear what it looks like in your house with 10 kids. Just a little bit. We just heard a little bit. But next week, just a tidbit. Next week, Sabrina is going to bring us a little bit closer inside of her house to see what it looks like with the other 8. And this is DTM Real Talk. And we just doing what? Keeping it real. And if you have a story, please reach out to me, the dtmrealtalk@gmail.com. And we will definitely let you come and tell your story. Enjoy the rest of your evening and have an amazing night. Thanks for watching DTM Real Talk. Be sure to join us for more conversation. And oh yeah, don't forget to hit that like button, share, and subscribe while you're there.